What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay. If you are tuning into this live, I want to let me know where you are tuning in from. What state am I talking to today? What area are you coming in from? If you are catching the replay, put hashtag replay. I want to talk to you guys about amazing career opportunities. So that's what we're focusing on today. So if you are a beauty professional, if you're a barber, stylist, even if you're, wig maker, you may not have your license just yet, or you don't even, actually, I'm talking about opportunity where you don't really need a license, okay? But this is a career changing opportunity that we're going to discuss today that includes hair loss specialties. So I want you guys to learn about a hair loss solution that is out here that many of us are leaving on the table, but many of our clients need. All right. So if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're catching the replay, let me know what area you are coming from. I'm gonna put hashtag replay. Okay. Okay. Let's get to it. So, when it comes to me sharing these opportunities, sometimes I think, as a stylist, a beauty professional, or just even being in our industry, it can get a little overwhelming because we serve. All right, we serve, and serving can get exhausting when we don't feel like we're getting the fulfillment back that we need when we're serving. Okay, if you're a person that is in the industry that serves, it's easy to burn out. But I can stand on and stand behind a statement: if you're getting what you deserve from serving, the load is not as bad. Okay. Any Before I even got into the hair industry, my jobs were service type jobs. So I do believe that it's something that is truly in me. But when burnout was coming, I wanted I didn't necessarily want out. No, I did. I wanted out. I wanted out. And I thought it was only me that wanted out. But as I started getting into coaching and helping other beauty professionals and talking to them, I realized, oh, I'm not the only one that feels this way. But one thing that stopped me from not getting out is because the hair industry, even with that before hair loss, was already providing great numbers for me. I was like, well, there's not too many jobs where I can make my own schedule. There's not too many careers where I was able to, at the time, I was working around a class schedule and still making more funds than I would have been making if I was actually working another 9 to 5 job. Okay. At one point, I didn't really trust my hair business before hair loss. I still wasn't trusting it completely because I was like, well, I still need to have a job while I'm doing this hair job. Because what if a slow week comes? And what I noticed when I decided to transition from just look at treating hair, doing hair as a side hustle, and started treating it more like my business, my world changed. And then when I started to make it my real business and truly brand it, because I realized, this is my real bread and butter. This is what I'm naturally good at. This is what I actually enjoy doing, as long as I'm getting compensated correctly for it. And I ain't even gonna overstate compensation, because, like I said, the kind heart that I had, when you're a person that serves, you help people even when you don't. Think about how much of us undercharge ourselves. So it's not so much that we don't want to give, but the burnout comes because we have a problem with we don't prioritize ourselves all the time, and now our business is suffering. Now we're having a burnout. My bills are getting behind. Now I'm having a burnout. All those things are factors that will make us be like, you know what? There's something got to change. And the first thing many of us go to is, I'm about to go get a different type of career. I'm gonna switch jobs. I want a company where they can just, I don't even want to have to create my clients. Tell me what to do. I'll clock in and clock out and go home and get my check. But what happens when we do that? We start noticing they ain't paying me enough. The regular job not paying me enough. So I want beauty professionals, barbers, cosmetologists, wig makers, I want you guys to tune in today so we can talk about what is available in our industry that can help you not feel that burnout and what can make you feel like you can elevate to the next level. All right. Like I said, if you're tuning in, let me know where you coming in from. What state are you in? What time, what's the name of your salon that you're representing? Okay. Replay people can put hashtag replay, but we're gonna talk about some motivation today because I am I get bothered weekly about our industry not being taken seriously. And it's just time to make a change to that. Yeah, do y'all know back at there was one time where people admired going to cosmetology school because we can now offer chemical services and you had to have a license to do that. Do you know that there are people who are in major careers who are trying to give up their careers to join to come and do hair on the side? I know somebody with like a doctorate right now who wants to start doing a specialized service on the side. And that and as beauty industry people, we're getting jealous because these people ain't really licensed, but they found a niche that they're gonna run with that's gonna make a difference in their life. So if they're able to find a niche, hello. If they're able to find a niche and take off with it, and they don't even have a license, how can we who have the license and have the ability to have our own business and our own brand not take off and do the same? So to bring all that back in, what can you do? All right. Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I want to introduce you guys to a field of hair loss called non-surgical hair replacement. It may be an introduction to a few. It may be a refresher to others. Non-surgical hair replacement was a field that helped me change my whole idea of looking at the hair industry. One, because I noticed when I decided to become a non-surgical hair replacement specialist, there was a couple of options available. One, I was able to lighten up the services I was already burning out on. Yes, I could do weaves. Yes, I can do braided up dudes. Yes, I could do single braids. And those were high end services for cosmetology. I could do the crochets. I can make some wigs, things like that. But it was a lot of work and I wasn't charging enough. So now I'm about to get into this field of non-surgical hair replacement that is going to make me have turn a service that may take 3 to 4 hours, may take only 1 hour, and I can quadruple my income from one service on one client. So what it would take me to do like 5 clients, I can make that off of one client. And I ain't gonna lie, the way I'll be working it now, one client that week will pay for all the clients I did in about 2, 3 weeks, okay? Because I got into a field that really took me there. So before I get deep into why I really got into this, guys, let me introduce myself. I see you guys engaging and tuning in. I am Amber McCray. I'm your lucrative insurance strategist and also the founder of Seamless Academy. The great thing about what made me put together this program is because, like you guys, I have been that beauty professional who, like I said, I got into a burnout mode and honestly had no desire to even go this big with with what I'm doing in my business. Like I was a college student, applied for a job, knew I had the job, still was doing hair on the side. Well, really doing hair was my main stream of income. Didn't get the job, started being like, you know what? Well, here's what I need to make happen. Apply what I learned in college, and not even so much. I learned apply what I learned in college on the business side, and specialized in the hair industry, in a field that I wanted to be in to really take my business to the next level. Hello, hey my friend, hey girl. So that's what got me into Seamless Academy. Got into some coaching, got me some and y'all, without coaching and mentorship, I promise you I would not be where I am today. But coaching and mentorship helped me see, all right, Amber, you have this specialization that you're doing for your business that's kind of not a very traveled path. Somebody else asked you to do this. You about to take off and you about to put together a class. I wanted a class that everybody could understand. I wanted a class that is relatable, and I wanted a class that added value back into my industry because when I found out that we could do what we're doing with a license, what I was doing with a license, that was a wrap for me. I'm like, oh, can't nobody disrespect this state license that I earned because with this state license, I'm able to do things like get on with insurance companies, work with different organizations, government agencies, partner with medical professionals, the works. But before I could start getting into those businesses, I had to first specialize in something. And that was my thing, non surgical hair replacement. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Non-surgical hair replacement, guys. So what is non-surgical hair replacement? Non-surgical hair replacement is a device, a durable medical equipment device that we are able to attach to clients who, well, not attached, but well, it is attached. Is a the medical device that we are able to use to help clients experiencing alopecia have hair, commercial hair that blends with their existing hair. And its appearance, guys, makes it look like it's growing straight out of the scalp. All right. It really, when you put these units on, you could customize it to these individuals so it could look like it's going out the scalp. The one thing I liked about non-surgical hair replacement is the versatility that you get. If my client is missing edges, we can make a frontal customized to this client. If my client has a spot in the middle, my client can get a topper that is customized to their middle. If my client has male pattern baldness, I can get a hair system that, aka a toupee, that blends, okay, with their existing hair, and nobody can tell where it starts or stops. And when I was doing weaves and sew-ins and making sure it looked blended, yeah, on the surface it looked good, but if you ran your hand through that person's hair, you feel tracks. But with non-surgical hair placement, you don't feel any tracks. If I sometimes I might have used a skin base, so it actually blended with their skin. Sometimes I use the lace base. It actually still blended and look like a natural hairline. Sometimes I use monofilament textures. Some people need silicone mixed in it so they can grip their head. Some people don't want any type of adhesive and just need a whole medical cap unit. So what really woke my eyes up is when I started looking into this field, I said, okay, well, I can accept insurance for a service like this. And like so many of you guys know me from my online course, the Jumpstart Your Hair Loss Business course, which allows us to become listed providers as a durable medical equipment supplier. Okay. If the insurance companies and government agencies or just society in general, the medical world recognizes this type of service, what reason would you not want to be a part of that if you're dealing with hair loss clients? Oh, thank you so much, Rosandra. She say, you have just that. Your classes are the best, and we do not gatekeep. And I'm so glad I attended. Yes, Ms. Andrew was one of our graduates from back. Um, She's one of our graduates from a few years back, and she already came with game, y'all. We just have to go ahead and level it up to another level. So the Seamless Academy course, guys, is not only for people who have already received training or know about non-surgical hair replacement. You could take this to another level by specializing and learning some additional techniques, getting some new vendors, and just looking at your career as another outlet, okay, to really enjoy your job. Nobody, they could about can't pay you about can't pay me to apply to a 9 to 5. And nothing against 9 to 5. I mean, believe me, I've been there. I still that pandemic came in to make me reconsider. But guys, with that pandemic, y'all know something I was able to do during the pandemic. I was still able to work with my vendors and provide cranial prostheses to my clients who needed them. And I was making goodie bags. I would take their units, put them some products in it, and I was able to ship that to them their homes. And for my people who was right around here, that would be me and my baby's little ride around the block. We would get in the car and go deliver these units to our clients. So with this field, guys, you can, like I say, elevate the services you already have, add this premium service to your service menu, and then also you can still provide a retirement plan for yourself. I I don't really see why I would have to retire from this. I might not want to be behind the chair, but I could always be a durable medical equipment supplier, which does not require me having to actually service hair clients, like actually touch their hair. I can make that, well, not touch it. I do need to touch it. That's what I'm gonna do. But when I do consultations, guys, I'm getting those measurements. I'm figuring out. I'm doing their consultation to see what hair texture they want, what hair color they want, what density they want, the density they want. What area are we looking to make better. What challenge areas are they working with? Are we doing a full cap? Are we doing a partial? What materials are most comfortable? What sensitivities do you have? Do we need adhesive? Do we not need adhesive? And order them something that is customizable to them. All right. And then I just go talk with my vendors. And when my vendors give me the access that give me the system that I'm looking for, I call my client back. I have a client right now that she came in for her consultation. The unit came in. I asked her, did she want to come back in for her fitting? She said, oh, you good, girl. You already got my measurements. She asked me to send pictures of the style. I'm going to style this unit, and I'm going to mail it off to her because I already know that it's fitted exactly to her head size. I don't have to cut it into her head. I don't have to attach it if she doesn't want that. So there are so many options that you can do in this field. And for those of you guys who are truly interested in that, I want to offer you an opportunity. So I came knowledgeable, but your classes captivated me beyond the sky. I appreciate that, Ms. Andra. I appreciate that. My goal was to really, I want to pour into anybody that comes through our courses, guys, and really be able to take off. And that's one thing, like I said, I probably don't, I know I don't put out enough testimonials, but you hear them all day. Like I hear them all week long, all day long. People were able to add some services and actually take in the knowledge and move forward. So with that being said, I want to offer you guys an opportunity for a class that is coming up to a city near you. All right. Seamless Academy is known for their in-person courses that we offer annually. And guys, this year, I'm going to tell you the truth. I wasn't going to do an in-person class. Not because I don't like doing it, but I just had a lot that I was juggling and managing, but people expect it, okay? So due to popular demand, I'm like, you know what? Now I'm not going, if people ready for this training, I'm not going to sit back on it like that, okay? So we already got our people locked in who wants this training, but I truly want to help 5 beauty professionals. Like I said, barbers, wig makers, non-surgical hair replacement specialists, hairstylists, cosmetologists. If you have a client with hair loss in your chair right now and they need a solution, the issue we're having is it's not a lot of us offering the solutions. I want to offer you $500 off of our upcoming in-person training. And I'm only going to offer this to 5 people. 5 people. I want you to type the word class below, and I'm going to send you a personal link so you can take on advantage of this discount. Now, we already have some that took up the 5 slots, but they haven't taken up all 5. So we got a limited amount left. Okay, we already got some that's already coming, that then came in, and I got some that inquired. But I got back on this live because, hey, if you have not solidified that yet, this is your opportunity, okay? Hey, girl. You do not have to be licensed to do non-surgical hair replacement. No, you do not. You actually come to be a durable medical equipment supplier. Actually, if let's say licensing was the issue, your girl done found a workaround, Ashley. If being a licensed cosmetologist was the issue, you can actually get a license as a durable medical equipment supplier, a license for the state. Here's a talk to you, Dad. Tell him I'm on live.
Oh, hey, Dad.
Yeah, answer. You can actually become a durable medical equipment license for your state. And it's really just filling out an application and completing that. And the only reason why I encourage a license of some sort, because when it comes to, oh, it's on Bluetooth. Okay, should be there now. The reason why I encourage a cosmetology license or some type of license of the state is because if you're trying to get on with licensed cosmetology, if you're trying to get on with insurance companies do require a license. Some of them. There's about 1 or 2 that don't really ask for that. So if that's the case, if you do plan on working with insurance companies, they do require a license. But when it comes to government agencies like the Veteran Affairs Hospital and partnering with other dermatologists or doctors in the area, if you position your business to truly be a durable medical equipment supplier, you get the license for that, and you can order units, customized units. And the only thing that people will be missing that's the opportunity I'm offering is you need that state license and you need a certificate of completion. When the president administration made changes, guys, we even had agencies who were trying to get a little bit more stricter about what was required to still work with them. For example, the Veteran Affairs Hospital. One of the biggest things, some of them amped up the requirements, some of them just kind of re communicated what they were requiring. And one of the ones who I felt like really were doing the right thing by not only us as beauty professionals, but also by for our veterans, they required that you had a durable medical equipment license and a certificate of completion. So I'm like, there's always some type of workaround. And they honestly was not worried about, they really were not even worried about cosmetology license because cosmetology license does not teach you how to actually order units on medical wigs and things of that such. The non-surgical hair replacement class does that. So I want to take this opportunity to offer, I guess like a discount, offer a discount, offer a savings because I do understand inflation is real, and we do want people to, but I do want my people to take advantage of this last quarter. And this is not just a field for just African Americans. I have taught all ethnicities, and I work with all ethnicities. I work with of course, I specialize more with my people because they see I got kinky hair. They know I can work with kinky hair. But I also have people who are the opposite, okay, that come in and ask no questions. They see, oh, this girl is certified to do non-surgical hair replacement. I found her on Google, and I'm coming to her clinic, and I'm about to get the service done. And they've come from all over because there's not enough of us offering this service. I've seen people who have had to come from Savannah. I've had people who have, well, come local. Most of my hair replacement who found me on Google, they were never in the same town as me because that's how limited it is for people who actually specialize in this. And one of the great things about our upcoming courses, I'm bringing on one of my colleagues, which is Mrs. Terry Colton Brown, another specialist in this area. They call us all the time because we truly offer the services. Now, I'm not saying nobody else around here offers it, but our searches come up so high up on the Google listing that we are the people who they call first. So we don't even really fight for our non-surgical hair replacement clients. It's just like, hey, girl, you available? Well, I got somebody that called me. I'm gonna send them to you, and we're literally like 10 minutes away, or vice versa. She was even blessed with the opportunity of, because this field is so specialized, a colleague that she knew wanted to retire, and they actually gave their clientele to her. The lady who I was trained by in Houston, Texas, that's how her business took off. She was able to accumulate somebody else's clients. And that just shows the commitment of these hair replacement individuals. They do not, when they're on hair replacement, they're dealing with medical surgery scars, permanent balding, thinning, and they have a certain look that they want to do. At the Hop Off Hair, I will be in touch. Yes, ma'am. Please do. Please do. And for those of you guys who are interested also, type the word class below and I will text you directly. All right, type the word class below, and we want you guys to be able to become a certified hair loss specialist in this industry because it is not a populated part of the industry. And when I say your revenue getting quadruple, let me put a number on it. I remember when I was given a scenario earlier about one client, I could do one client, which I would replace about 4 or 5 clients that I did in a day. Then I had to fix that because it's not that. I'm gonna put it like this: what I make from like maintenance services in a week, I could get off of one cranial prosthesis order. We have agencies that were willing to pay $4,000. We have agencies that are willing to pay $5,000 for me to truly order a medical cranial prosthesis for clients who, I had a lady who had Agent Orange, hair loss from Agent Orange. I had ladies who have hair loss from CCCA. I have clients who have scarring from brain surgery. These people are not coming back. And so they communicate with things with companies like insurance companies or the Veteran Affairs Hospital, and these agencies are willing to put a budget out there to help these individuals. So before you jump into the insurance part, the reason why I offer the in-person class is because you got to know how to do the technique. You got to know how to offer the service. And if you do not know how to offer the service, you don't know how to make sure you're giving a quality product for these individuals, a quality supply for these individuals. And that is one reason why when we have these administrations come in and then they have to crack down on these different agencies, they do a sweep of vendors that are really not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not really presenting. I've had people who done brought me wigs from vendors, and I'm like, this was at the hair store. This was on, and I love me hair, but I'm not, nobody paying me no $4,000 for to give me your wig off of Love Me Hair. The VA not sending me, Atlanta not sending me a veteran from Atlanta to drive down here and get a unit that she could buy from the store. They're not paying me $7,000 for that. I've had a range, and please don't think that the insurance companies are the only ones that pay. If you understand the business, you can get if people will pay you cash. My people who come in for maintenance that's been doing this hair replacement thing never even asked me about insurance. It was kind of like, oh, you offer that? Well, I guess we can check. But they're going to order 2 to 3 units a year off rip. And if the cheapest unit I'm offering is $750, and they're still gonna come in for maintenance because they're getting custom hair systems, you don't need that. You see why I'm saying that the price is what you're making versus the labor you're putting in. The work equals pay is totally worth the change. Is worth the training. So saving $500 is a steal. I will send you the link for those who are interested. Type class below. And if you're doing hair loss services or interested in doing hair loss services, this is the class that's going to teach you how to build that business, build your brand, and truly make you the profit required for this business. And the insurance stuff, that's extra. I'm gonna offer y'all a nice bundle deal for that when y'all come in. But it's not necessary if you know how to run the business. It's just kind of like don't leave it on the table because why not? All right. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in on this beautiful Friday. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm your girl, lucrative insurance strategist Amber McCray, and talk to y'all soon. And hopefully see you in person. Those classes are November 9th and 10th here in Augusta, Georgia. Let's go ahead and make this last quarter count so you can go ahead and thrive the way that you truly desire your business to thrive in 2026. Signing out.